Hi children, I am your math teacher Jeevita, and in today's class we will be learning lesson number 1, measurements. So in your previous session, you have learned some facts about measurement. Just recall those. You have learned measurement of length, mass and capacity. In length, what is the standard unit you used to measure it? It was meters and centimeters. In mass, we used kilogram or kgs and gram. In capacity, it is liters and milliliters. So these are the units you use to measure these quantities. And you will also learn how to convert from one unit to the other unit. So example, if I have in meters and I have to convert it to centimeters. What should I do? I should multiply the meters with 100 so that I get my centimeters, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So you should multiply a meter. Example, let me take 4 meters. I multiply 4 with 100. What is the answer I get? 400. This would be in centimeters. This is about meters. Same thing when I come for kilogram, that is kg and gram. When I want to convert from kg to gram, I have to multiply it with 1000, because 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Similarly, for liters and milliliters, when I want to convert from liters to milliliter, again I have to multiply with 1000, because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So this was the basic things which you would have learnt in your previous class. So now we will be doing a recall exercise in your textbook, that is exercise 1.1. I want everyone to take your textbook, take your pencils and write the answers along with me. So take your textbook, page number 79, exercise 1.1. I'll be writing the answers on the board for you. And I want everyone to complete your textbook along with me. Don't keep your textbooks incomplete. So what is the first question? The first name is fill in the blanks. First question, 2 meters equal to, so 2 you should multiply with 100. So 2 into 100 is 200. So you have to just write 200 in the blank. Don't write this, just write 200 in the blank. This is the first answer. Next one, 3000 grams is equal to how many kgs? If 1000 gram is 1 kg, 3000 gram will be equal to 3 kg. So 3 is the blank. Next C1, 600 centimeters is equal to how many meters? 100 centimeter is 1 meter. 600 centimeter will be 6 meters. 8000 milliliter is 8 liters. Next, E, 450 centimeters. So actually you have 450. Whenever you have to convert from centimeters to meters, you should divide the number by 100. When you divide it, what is the answer you get? You get 4 as the quotient, 50 as your remainder. 4 will be meters, the remainder will be centimeters. So the answer is 4 meters 50 centimeters. Next, 4 kg is equal to 4000 grams. You have to multiply it with 1000. 3 liters. Again, 3 liters is how many milliliter? Multiply it with 1000, you get 3000. The H one is 5500 grams. You have to convert it to kgs. So converting from grams to kg, then you have to divide it by 1000. What is the number they have given? So when you divide it, you get 5 as quotient and 500 as remainder. So quotient is kgs and the remainder 500 will be 4 grams. So this is the answer for the first mean. Now let's go for match the following. The following, measuring a line drawn in a book. Which unit you will use to measure the line drawn in a book? Will you use meters or centimeters? You will be using centimeters. So that is in the last here, in the 5th, there you will be writing A. Next, measuring length of a sari. To have a sari, you cannot measure in centimeters, it's very small. So you should use a bigger unit, meters. Meters is in the first option here. Write B. Water in a bucket. So which unit you use to measure liquid? It is liters or milliliters. But water in a bucket is little bigger quantity. So you will be using liters. That is in your 4th option. That will be C. A bottle of jam. So we should measure the weight of it. So you use grams for it, and that is in the 3rd option here. That is, answer is D. The last one, small bottle of soft drink. So it's a liquid, you use milliliter because the quantity is less. So the answers for match the following is B, E, D, C and A. Please write the alphabets in the side. Don't draw the lines. If you don't write the alphabets, you can also write the numbers. Here, 4, 3, 1. 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. Next, we go for adding and subtracting the quantities. This you would have already learned in your previous classes. So just recall it. We'll be doing addition and subtraction of measurements. So I'll be doing addition. I'll pick only one sum because it's just a recall. The first sum is easy, so let me go for the last sum here. 3rd one, 27 liters, 245 milliliters and 11 liters, 453 milliliters. So how you add your measurements is, you write column for liters and column for milliliters. Write the number of liters in liters column, number of milliliters in milliliter column. Same thing I do for this. Now what are we doing? We are adding. So write the plus sign. And then how you normally add your numbers? Keep adding the numbers from your right side. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. 7 plus 1 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. See, you can see the gap in between. I have written the column of milliliters and liters separately. Same way, we will for subtraction. So in the next page, we have subtraction. Children, I know you don't have place for doing this, but in your textbook, you have a space here. You can do one sum there. Whichever sum I'm working out on the board, please do that sum in your column where you have space. So here, so we finished the addition. Now we'll see one sum in subtraction. I'm taking the second question. 15 kg, 682 grams from 38 kg, 675 grams. So in subtraction, whatever number comes after this from, that number you should write first. So let's write the units and write the number. I am writing this number on the top because it is greater. Subtracted from the number which is written in the first. Now subtract the numbers. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 minus 8, I can't do it. So let's borrow. I get 9 as my answer. Again 5 minus 6 can't be done. So let's take a borrow. So 15 minus 6 is again 9. 7 minus 2 will be 7 minus 5 is 2. 3 minus 1 is also 2. So this is the answer for subtraction. Now let's revise one sum in multiplication. I am taking the third sum. I will directly write the column L and it is written G, children. It is not G, it is ml. In the textbook you can see G there. Make it ml. 29 liters. To multiply this number with 6. So normally how do you do multiplication? You take 6, multiply with each number one by one. 6 3s are 18, 8, 1 carry. 6 2s are 12, plus 1, 13, 3 1 carry. 6 1s are 6, plus 1, 7. Next, 6 9s are 54. 5 4 carry. Sorry, 4 5 carry. 6 2s are 12 plus 5 17. So this is the answer you get by multiplication. Next we go for division. Let's do the first sum in division. Main is division. In division I am taking the first sum. 25 meters divided by 5. So you normally divide the numbers 25 with 5. What is the answer you get? 5 5s are 25. 0. Now whatever the answer you get, quotient, you have to just write it here and write the unit whatever they have given. If it is meter, write meter. If it is kgs, write kgs. Or if it is liters, write liters. So this is how we solve the sums in units. This was just a recap. Now we exactly go for the chapter now. That is measurement of length. So now the exact topic of the lesson. Now we are going to start learning about measuring length. So what are the units you use to measure length, which you have learned in your previous classes? That is meters and centimeters. And you would also have learned 1 meter is how many centimeters? 100 centimeters. In this class, you learn one more unit called kilometers. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So this is the relationship. And you learn now how to convert from kilometers to meters, meters to centimeters. Same way, when you come back from centimeters to meters, meters to kilometers. Children, this is the greatest unit. You use it to measure a big length, bigger length. Like kilometers means distance between your school and your home. All such things you will be using kilometers. So this is the bigger one. Next, this is little smaller and this is used for the smallest. Now, let us see how to convert from bigger to the smaller. When you convert from bigger to smaller, you should always do multiplication. And what is the relation between kilometer and meter? It is 1000. So, when you are converting from kilometers to meters, you will multiply by 1000. Similarly, when you convert meters to centimeters, bigger to smaller, again you will multiply, but this time you will multiply by 100. So, from bigger to smaller, you will multiply, and kilometers to meters 1000 you will multiply, meters to centimeters 100 you will multiply. Now, when we come back in the opposite way, that is from smaller to bigger, from centimeters to meter, you should do division. Again, the relationship between them is 100. So, you should divide by 100. Same way, when we convert from meters to kilometers, smaller to bigger, again you should divide, and the relationship between meter and kilometer is 1000. So, you should divide it by 1000. So, now let's work this out in the exercise and understand. Now, all of you take your textbook, page number 82. Your SEM 2 textbook, page number 82, exercise 1.2. Now, I'll be writing the answers on the board. I want everyone to take a textbook and write along with me. Exercise 1.2, page number 82. A main. I'll be writing the answers. You have to write the units which you'll be using to measure these. First one, the height of your friend. Which unit will be using? There are 3 units in that: kilometers, meters and centimeters. For first one, measuring your friend, you will be using meters. Second one, the distance between Bangalore and Mysore. It's very far, very big. So you should use the bigger unit, kilometers. Third one, the length of the line drawn in your book. In your book, you'll draw smaller lines, so you can use centimeters for it. Fourth and fifth, I want you to think and write the answers. Now let us go for the B main. Here you have to convert from meters to centimeter, bigger to smaller. So you should multiply it with 100. So let's see the first one. You have 742 meters. 742 meters into 100. What is the answer you get? 742 and 2 zeros. This is the answer. So, no need of writing all. You will be writing only the answer in your blank. The answer is 74,200 centimeters. So, next I will be writing the F one here. 45 meters and 56 centimeters. So you have 45 meters and 56 centimeters. I have to multiply meters, only meters with 100. What is the answer I get? 45 and 2 zeros. And what is there? The other number is 56 centimeters. That I will add it after I multiply it with 100. So the answer will be 4556. That is 4,556 centimeters. You write only the answer in your blank. That will be 4556 centimeters. This is the answer. Next, I'll be doing the B1 here. 115 meters will be 115. When multiplied, you get 2 zeros here. That is 31,500 centimeters. Now G1, 360 meters, 82 centimeters. First multiply 360 with 100 and then add 82 to that. You will get 360 and 82 written here. 36,082 centimeters. Now go for C1. 954 meters. So multiply it with 100. You get 95,400 centimeters. And the next 5 sums is the practice for you children. Practice and write the answers. I will be checking it in the interactive session. Now let's go for the C main. In C main, you have to convert from centimeters to meters. So you have to divide it by 100. So let's do that. First one, 275 centimeter. When you divide by 100, what you get? You normally get 2 as my quotient, which is in hundreds place here. 2 as the quotient and the 75 will be my remainder. So quotient is meter and my remainder will be centimeters. So I write my answer as 2 meters 75 centimeters. So I show only the answer here. 2 meters 75 centimeters. Now let's go for F here. To have 3628. Now you divide by 100. So you have 2 zeros here. When you divide it, you will get the starting 2 numbers, that is ones and tens, as the remainder. This will be my remainder. And the other 2 numbers will be my quotient. So the quotient part is written in meters and the remainder part is written in centimeters. So let me write the answer for you here. That is 36 meters and 28 centimeters. Because we are dividing it by 100, the ones and tens number will be the remainder always. So let's go for B1, 783. So what happens when I divide by 100? Ones place and tens place will be my remainder. So remainder I write it in centimeters. And the hundreds place here 7 is my quotient. Quotient I write it in meters. So my answer is 7 meters 83 centimeters. I'll write the G1 for you. So it is 8,099 divided by 100. The units and tens will be my remainder. The other number 80 is my quotient. So my answer will be 80 meters 99 centimeters. So this you have to write in your textbooks. All the other sums are of the same type. I want you to try it and show me in the interactive session, children. So let us continue the next exercises in the other video. Thank you. Bye-bye.